In this video, I'm going to talk about the big algorithm update that Instagram is rolling out and everyone seems to be freaking out about. If you have spent any time on Instagram in the last couple of weeks, you've probably noticed a moderate to large freak out about a big algorithm update. What does this mean? Essentially, Instagram is going to be mathematically deciding what content you prefer based on your past history of likes, comments, and the behaviors of the people you're following. And as more and more people have hopped onto the Instagram bandwagon, there's just more and more content out there. And so businesses, in order to be seen more, are posting more and more content more often, and it's become a Twitter fire hose. So in order to make Instagram more valuable to you, they're going to algorithmically decide what content would be most relevant based on certain behaviors. Now, to an Instagram user, this is actually really good news. This is why Facebook has continued to flourish. This is also why Twitter is having a hard time. You may have noticed little things on Instagram changing, like a timestamp is no longer at the top of a post, it's now at the bottom of the post, just below the comments. That means Instagram wants their users focusing less on when something was posted and really how genuinely interesting and high quality it is. So how is Instagram going to decide how users are going to be shown these amazing new pieces of high quality content over less relevant posts? Wouldn't it be important for you as a business owner to understand this? Of course, that's why I'm making this video. First of all, remember, Instagram is a Facebook-owned company, which means they're probably going to be following a similar algorithm to Facebook's algorithm called EdgeRank. So let me give you some insights into Facebook's algorithm that can help you better understand what they're probably going to be rolling out on Instagram. First of all, it's called EdgeRank because every interaction on Facebook is called an edge. Like, comment, share, you get the idea. But not all edges are equal. Some are older than others. Some are performed by people that you know intimately and interact with often. And others are just passing interactions, such as a like. So Facebook ranks these different edges accordingly. The EdgeRank algorithm is divided into 3 defining variables: affinity, weight, and time decay. Affinity is essentially who is interacting with your content. Is it your mom? So on Instagram, is it somebody who's constantly tagging you and stuff and you're constantly tagging them and you're always commenting on each other's posts? Or is it somebody who just found a hashtag attached to a post that you recently put up and they just go and like it? Weight is referring to the quality of a particular edge. So are they just tapping on your Instagram post to get you that little heart, that little like? Are they commenting and then tagging other people, generating a big controversial conversation that just lasts for days? Those posts are going to show up in people's news feeds more often than a post that maybe just gets a couple of likes and an emoji thumbs up comment. And then time decay just has to do with how old a piece of content is. If there's not much weight behind it and not much interaction going on, then it's going to die a lot quicker. Then again, a particular piece of content that gets a lot of likes, a lot of comments, people tagging each other in it, a lot of conversation is going to have a lot slower time decay. It's going to live a lot longer. But the thing that's more prevalent than the moving of the timestamp that everyone's noticing and frankly getting annoyed with is, please turn on notifications. And they're pointing up at the 3 little dots at the top of their Instagram post, asking people to go and turn on notifications, which means they're asking you to get notified every time they post something. Depending on the kind of business you are, this may or may not be a good thing. If you've been following a Twitter sort of strategy with Instagram to get more visibility by just posting several times per day to show up in people's news feeds, you need to be really cognizant of whether or not you want your followers to be notified every time you post something. The good news is if your content is good, you don't need to post as often because your high quality content will be eliciting more engagement and that time decay is going to slow down and your stuff's just going to be shown to the people that already follow you more often. However, if you are a business that has a daily special, then you're probably going to be affected by this, at least in the organic news feed, because people aren't going to be liking and commenting on 10% off today. But if you have a loyal following, asking them to turn on notifications might not be such a bad thing. It really depends on how big and how loyal your audience actually is. Now, when it comes to acquiring more followers and growing your audience, the game hasn't changed at all. It's all about engagement. That means you need to be going and participating in all sorts of different hashtags and liking and commenting on other people's stuff that are participating in the same global Instagram conversations you want to be a part of and you want to have people listen to you about. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So go and engage on other people's comment. Tag them in your stuff that you think they'll actually like. And you need to make sure what you're posting is actually worth posting and getting more engagement. If it's not, cut it out. At the end of the day, this is what's going to preserve the usability of Instagram. It's going to keep people coming back. So you shouldn't be freaking out about this algorithm. You need to be embracing it and then stepping up to play a higher quality game. If you are actually serious about business on Instagram, worrying about free traffic is a waste of time. You need to pony up and advertise. If you don't know how to advertise on Instagram, I did a video about this. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you next time.
Whatever you do, don't subscribe to my channel. I don't want it to give me a big head.